Okay, so I think I am now live. Welcome to another free event of healing sessions, personal healing sessions using the very potent technique, Matrix Regeneration Technique. My name is Dina Sadorino, and I am an intuitive coach, healer, and trainer, and Akashic Records expert and teacher, and the founder of Matrix Regeneration Technique. So today, for those who will be joining me live, I will be offering the opportunity to have mini healing sessions, specifically focusing on inner child wounds. So if you're watching this in the replay, I would recommend you follow up in the process, as it has been seen in the past that you are able to receive benefits even if you are watching the replay of the session. So I just want to check that I am broadcasting okay. If you are watching live, can you please let me know if you can hear me, see me okay? First time I'm trying to broadcast both in my Facebook and in my on my YouTube channel. So let's see how this works. So welcome everyone. Both in my Facebook and yes, Facebook is fine. Do share this event with those whom you feel might benefit from it, people in your contacts or in groups that would allow this. I just want to check also if my YouTube is also showing the event. Oh, yes, it does. Great. I hope. Oh, yes, it does. Great. Okay. All right. Okay. So, welcome. Thank you for joining. So I'm just, hi, Shai. Welcome. I'm going to share a little bit about this technique as I'm waiting more people to join. Unfortunately, I think Facebook has changed the settings, especially in the events, and they have made it very difficult to invite people. So I wasn't able to share the event with many people. So I'm just wondering who can jump on live. So Matrix Regeneration Technique is an energy healing modality that was downloaded after my request from Spirit as a group of beings of light, in my request of being able to have a method, a way, a technique to heal past life situations which affect our present life still, and we haven't yet figured it out. But as the technique developed, it became clear that it can be very much used successfully for things that are taking place, have taken place in our past, in this birth, with ancestral, hereditary karma imprints, but also many people have used it for physical ailments and have found benefit with that. So if you would be interested in having an experience, the full Matrix Regeneration Technique session can take between 60 and 90 minutes. But here we will just have a glimpse. But if you see my previous lives, even with these mini sessions, people were able to have shifts and powerful transformations. So just write to me in the comments, say hello to me, let me know where you are watching from, and if you would like to have this experience. So let me know in the comments area, and I'll see how this allows me. I wanted to share in a couple of groups. So yeah, let me know in the comments below wherever your comments are. I just want to share it at least to one group which I know. Okay. Hi, Giorgio. Welcome. So the matrix, as I'm waiting to see for people to join live and see your comments coming up. Hi, and good morning. Matrix Regeneration Technique uses the frequencies, the energies of the 5 higher rays from 8 to 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It also uses 12 sacred codes, and we are using also elements of coaching, NLP, and creative visualization. You will, if you would like to have a mini session, you need to let me know in the comments area, and I will invite you to join me here on screen. If you don't want to show your face, then you don't activate the camera, close the camera, but I will need you to communicate with me via the sound. So if you are ready, willing to do that, let me know in the comments area. Write to me. Welcome, everybody. I'm just offering this free event. So make sure you like, heart up this video, and do share it with others whom you think will benefit from it. If you're watching anywhere else besides my page, I won't be able to see your comments, so you will need to pop into my page because that's the only way I can see your comments. So either you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, it's the first time I'm experimenting in both. So let me know if you would like to do that. If no one is willing to do that, come up to have a personal reading. What I will do is I will offer a general reading. So whoever is listening in any case, it is a group healing. Either I do it with someone, or in general, I have done this in the past. Will be benefiting as long as you follow my instruction. So how this works is you find that specific element and that specific memory which you still hold negative, unhealthy emotions or beliefs surrounding this event. If you can go back, way back into your childhood, that would be even better. So go back into your childhood. If you don't win in a childhood, if you have even a later event or even a recent event, which still you hold a negative issue, trauma, there is a trauma within it, then you pick up on that. Okay, so let me see how I can so I can invite you. Shai, can you just give a brief first interpretation? Let me know if you have had an energy healing before, because usually people who have been exposed, who are light workers and are exposed in energy healing, can more so invite. So I have sent an invite. So there are a few people who have asked. If you can first, before you click on the link, if you can just tell me before, hi Mo, welcome, what the situation is. Again, you need to be able to be in a quiet environment because other people will be hearing you, and you will not be disturbed, and you have a good internet connection. So Shai, Georgia, and if you would like to just send me a message and briefly tell me what you would like to work on, then I can choose one of you. But even if I don't choose you, it doesn't really matter. If you follow the process, you will also benefit from it, as if I'm sending the energies to everyone. Georgia is already here, so somebody just popped in. Okay. Hi, Georgia.
Hi.
Well, I was still asking people to give me first what they wanted to work with, but you popped in very quickly. So I thought that this was destiny.
Yeah, it was 11:55, so I think yeah, let's do
Let's do it. All right.
I'm in.
So thank you for your courage in coming up live, and that will benefit many others. Just position yourself somewhere where you are quiet, and nobody will disturb you. Tell the kid to go somewhere, play with the toys.
They just came in. They were playing in the snow, and they just came in. So.
Okay, so I need you to be very focused in the session. So tell them that you should not be disturbed for a little while. Okay, I'm hoping that you are having something specific you want to. Don't go for any big stuff, right? That perhaps we need few healing sessions to work with, but choose something a memory from your childhood, perhaps, that you are ready to release?
Oh, I don't know.
That's why I was asking before you come up, let me know what you want to work on, because now, so everybody find something that you are now you are ready to release. That something which has been a traumatic experience from the childhood, a negative event, a negative memory, or even a recent memory. And if it's something on a recent, which is recent, then what usually I do, it takes longer though, the investigative part, to take you back to the childhood. So choose one event that we can work today, not something like, grand. Something with your mother or with your father or school.
I choose that when I was little,
Yes.
that I always had to fight. So I don't have friends because they were jealous of me.
Okay.
So I like to release that they found me different, and yeah.
Okay, so give me one event. Can you pinpoint one specific event? What happened?
It happened that children from my class put notes and damaged houses, and put a note with my name in the benches, so that it looks like that I did all the damages on the houses. So the head of the school came to my parents. So yeah.
How did that make, okay, so how did that make you feel? So for everybody who is listening, whatever question I'm asking Georgia, consider it, I'm asking it to yourself, but you answer this to yourself, as each step will lead us to the next step of the healing process. Okay, so how did that make you feel, Georgia, at that time?
At the time, yeah, it was not. I feel that everything I don't do, always my parents, that I'm a bad kid.
You're a bad kid. Okay.
Yeah, that is it. It is was my fault, but it never was my fault. But it was because I am myself, that it creates a lot of jealousy with the other kids.
So being yourself um creates trouble for you.
Yes.
So there is a fear there then?
Yes.
What other emotions coming up?
Um, sad, most sadness,
Sadness.
and yeah, sadness.
Okay. We will dig in during the session more of that. So we will work on that memory. So Georgia has found here a very clear, very specific memory, and the more specific and clear the memory is, the better. Sometimes one specific memory represents a chain of others, because usually we work on repetitive scenarios. So often when we collapse one memory, when we release the negative energetic imprint of a memory, we tend to release the scenario, except if perhaps we haven't revealed all the layers of the onion. Yeah. All right, so I just want you to sit comfortably. If you can lean back, or just be relaxed. Everyone can do the same. And I want you to close your eyes. First, become aware of your environment. That you are within the space you are in, the room you are in. So you are existing within this space, not just in the three-dimensional world, but actually within all dimensions. You are here in the now. And I want you to bring your attention back to your body. Become aware of your body from toes, moving upwards to the top of your head. And now I want you to focus on your heart chakra, on your chest. And observe how your chest is moving up and down as you breathe in and out. Deep breath in. Exhale from the mouth. Release and relax your body and your mind. I consider your presence here as your willingness to achieve healing and your active participation in the process and in achieving this goal of healing. Do you trust yourself in being able to do that?
Yeah.
Do you trust me in being able to create a sacred space for healing to take place and facilitate this work?
Yes.
Great, thank you. So now I'm activating 3 healing codes with the energies of the 8th ray. I want you to visualize an aquamarine color light. I'm activating the wisdom code, the cancellation code for external imprints, and the family karma transmutation code. And I send them to you, Georgia, and everyone else who is listening at this point of time in their now moment, entering your solar plexus chakra, multiplying, spreading throughout the main column of your being, all your energy systems, all your physical systems, down to your cells, down to your DNA, further out to your etheric body, out to your emotional body, further out to your mental body. The wisdom code will assist you in finding the gift, the lesson, the reason that this experience manifested into your life. There's always something positive we gain from anything that happens in our life. This code will assist you to do that. The cancellation code for external imprints will release any and all external energies that have been lodged into your energy system, if there is any. Any etheric cords, implants, holograms, illusions, or imprints from the collective. In any aspects of time in all dimensions. Now and forever. Please say it out loud. I now release all those external imprints that do not serve my highest and greatest good.
I now release all my imprints that
all external imprints.
All external imprints
that do not serve my highest and greatest good.
Highest and greatest good.
From all aspects of time and all dimensions.
And all dimensions.
I'm also activating the family karma transmutation code. This will assist in clearing out any ancestral family karma that comes from either your family line or your mother's family line or your father's family line. Let this code transform, transmute, deactivate any and all of these imprints in all aspects of time, in all directions, in all of the line of your ancestors. Breathe in. and let go. As you have your eyes now closed, I want you to go back. I want you to go to the screen of your mind, and I want you to see yourself entering a big hall, a cinema hall. And there's a big screen in front of you, a cinema screen. Go and sit in the front row. And in that big screen in front of you, you see a scene starting to be playing, a movie to be played. And that's the movie of the memory we're going to work on today. So what do you see?
I see half pictures.
Half big, explain.
I don't see one full picture. I see two different pictures in one.
And what do they show?
That I'm not there and I'm not there.
Okay, so because you are the director of your own story, I want you to see in your screen what you want to see, and what you want to see is that old memory being played in the screen of your mind. And describe that screen, whatever you described earlier, but perhaps more elaborate if anything more comes up. Describe.
I see myself with my family.
Yes.
Family picture. First myself, full happy with big eyes, and then I see a family picture of me and my family.
Okay, you're not following my instruction. I want you to go and see the memory.
Yes.
That we discussed earlier.
Yes.
What's happening in that?
It's a black hole.
Georgia,
yes.
In the screen of your mind, see the memory you earlier described.
Yes, I see that there is a hole and it's burning. So the picture is burning away.
No, I don't want you to create something. I want you to follow my instruction. We are trying to release the energy of the old memory. So I want you to describe the old memory. Right? I asked you the same question earlier. You do the same. I want you, don't let your mind create things for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want you to see the memory we talked about earlier. So those kids went and damaged the houses and put your name on it. What exactly happened?
Nothing. They get away with it. So.
Okay, so you were blamed.
Yes, and I see myself sitting at a table with the head of the school, and yes. So
what's happening there?
They yes, they are talking that all things that has done, and that I have to defend myself, that I didn't do that.
Right. But you hadn't done that, right?
Hmm.
You did not do these things.
No.
Okay. So what were they? So what were they telling you that was happening, and how did your younger self feel about it?
Uh, uh,
Angry?
no, not angry.
Shame?
No, not shame. I didn't understand why they are that stupid, because they wrote my name, but my name is kind of difficult to write down, so it was wrong right, but I could tell what I want, but yes, they were all against me.
So first of all, you felt confused, right?
Yes,
And you felt you're not being heard.
yes, not being heard, not taken serious. Yes, that
Hmm.
is I think the problem, that yeah, it's her, and she's a little bit so
So how does that make you feel? Sad?
um
Sad?
no, no, it didn't make me feel sad, but it made me feel like I have to fight, always have to fight, and to be more than yeah, how do I explain that?
So
um
frustrated?
no, that I have to, no.
What were the emotions? I want you to. Okay,
I
tell me
don't
now.
know. I don't know what emotions, but I didn't want that for my parents, because uh, every week they had to, yeah, to listen to things from me.
So you
So
felt guilty.
troublemaker. I'm the troublemaker.
So you felt guilty about that.
No, I didn't feel guilty, because no, but I felt like um I didn't find what I had to do. How can I solve the problem that it it's not fixed on me, so that I'm not the center of the story.
So take the attention away from you.
Yeah.
Because what when the attention is on you, what happens?
Um. Yeah. Bad things happens. Yes. I am always in a fight.
So
Always.
bad things happen, like what?
Fights. Arguments. Eh, yes.
So if you are in a fight and in an argument, what emotions are you having at that time?
Um, uh, conquered, that I because I'm very strong, and so I always yeah, like I have to prove something. I'm tired to prove things. Hmm.
Okay. You are so far describing the situations, but you are avoiding the actual emotion. And I want you to drop from your head. You know, you're an intuitive, empathic person, and drop down. And I want you to come in touch with the emotions, because all these situations you are describing, I hope it would have been, I thought it would be easier with you, Georgia, on
Right.
this, but it's like there is a big resistance in acknowledging and experiencing emotions. Can you see this? So I want you to drop in and I want you to feel the emotions. All right. So if you are, when you are seeing in that memory, because I could, all the things that I have asked you, I have personally sensed, but what I sense is not so important. Is that what is important is what you have experienced and what you are experiencing. So let me put it in another way. You now, as the adult self, watching that old memory, how do you feel with that situation then?
Um, I don't know.
So you brought it up as an issue. So obviously there is an issue. There is something negative which is still impacting you from that time. And perhaps at that time, because you were so much closed, like you needed to, you felt being attacked from the outside. You were really pulled up shields, and you have not allowed yourself to experience. Because if a kid, how old were you then?
How 10, 10, 11?
Okay. So think about it in logical terms. If a kid is being brought to the headmaster and called the parents in, and you acknowledge it was a bad thing that happened and you were accused to, there are multiple emotions that a child must be experiencing at that time.
Yeah, because it wasn't the first time, so it was yeah.
So you have numbed yourself, but the emotions have there. Still, the emotions of shame, guilt, sadness, anger, lack of self-esteem, inner conflict, overwhelmed, uh, discouragement, confusion. Now your emotion is coming up. Okay, so
Yeah. I think it's more confusion that I don't know that it's why.
but what's underneath the experience of confusion in the feeling? Okay, close your eyes, and everyone else. As you are seeing yourself watching the screen. I want you to see yourself standing up and moving towards the screen, the cinema screen, and the cinema screen is becoming a portal, and see yourself entering that portal. Everything and everyone else freezes besides your younger self. Done that? Okay. Make yourself aware to your younger self. Does she see you? Does she recognize you?
Yes.
How does she feel about that, seeing you there?
She's glad.
Okay, so go near her and ask her what's happening. Is there something she wants to tell you?
Yeah, she wants to. She says they don't understand who I am.
And how does that feel? Ask her.
Miserable.
Miserable, there you go. All right, what else?
Hurt. hurts in my heart.
Yeah. Heartache. Mm-hmm. What else?
Loneliness in a kind of way.
Yep.
Yes, that's it. And sadness.
Sadness. Okay. What would you like to tell her?
That I've hurt her.
You hurt her or you hurt her?
Nee, I here.
Hurt her, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's her. Yes.
Yes.
Then now she knows why. They
No,
don't know who I am. Yeah. That it doesn't. That yeah. I don't know. That it stays that way. I think.
what does she
Stays that
need
way.
right now?
Even
What does she need?
if you're now
Well, stay there, stay in
invited,
the imagery. I want you to be still connected with the imagery. I want you to still connected with her. I don't want you to use your logical mind. What does she need right now? Your younger self. You're there for her.
a
So
big hug.
give her that hug then. Cuddle her.
Yeah, she needs comfort. Yes.
Give her that. Tell her that she's safe. She's okay exactly how she is. Tell her that you are sorry that she has been so misunderstood and mistreated. That one day people will understand. But even if they don't, it doesn't matter. Because she is magnificent. That's the way she, exactly as she is. That you love her and will always support her. And she will turn up to be a beautiful, talented, intuitive woman. Does she accept all that from you? Where would
Yeah.
be her where would it be her favorite place? A place that she loves and feels safe in?
It's on a blanket, on the grass, outside.
We'll take her there. Is she feeling better now?
Yes.
Tell her that you love her. You will always be there for her. She can call upon you at any time. Is that good now? Step out from that scene. Close your eyes. Step out from the scene. Again, out from the cinema screen, back to your seat. I'm activating the deactivation code with the energies of the 8th ray. With this code, we'll deactivate this old imprint. Where do you feel all these emotions in your body? Throat chakra. Give it a color. Any color.
Brown red.
Okay. And what's the physical sensation?
It's here. Yeah. It's not my throat, but it's here.
Okay.
Physical sensation is like this.
But now the screen is frozen in time. Were you watching it in color or in black and white?
First it was black and white.
Well, turn it back to black and white. The screen is frozen. Nothing is moving on the screen, yeah? And now it's starting to become more and more blur, turning into a single color. It's either black or white. What is it? Black or white? It doesn't matter which one. More and more blur.
Yeah, more and more blur.
So the screen, you're only seeing one color now. The images have disappeared. Is it black or is it white?
It's still gray.
Gray?
Mm.
Okay, I'll take it. Gray. All right. We ask that this code finds a neural network of the memory in the brain and transforms it, finds the subconscious programming and deactivates it. We let go of all emotions, mental, physical, and energetic sensations associated with the memory. We're deactivating the confusion, the feelings of being miserable, hurt, the loneliness, the sadness, the frustration, the beliefs of being a troublemaker, the belief that when attention is on you, bad things happen, the belief that you have to defend yourself consistently. These are all false beliefs that developed from just events of the past, which your child mind has interpreted. We ask that these are now being deactivated together with any physical sensations from your body, all four bodies. We dissolve, resolve. I'm now activating the cancellation codes with the energies of the ninth ray. It's an aquamarine color light entering your solar plexus chakra. This cancels completely these imprints and everything associated with this memory. Any emotions, any beliefs, any other similar memories, repetitive scenarios in all aspects of time in all dimensions from all your four bodies. These codes cancel the old print from your matrix, your cells, your DNA, the neural network of your brain. It cancels the old programming from the subconscious mind and releases the trapped energy from the body. We ask that these codes resolve, dissolve, release the energy attached to it, all the events of past, present, future attached to it in all aspects of time and all dimensions. And we ask that these codes remain there for as long as they needed to accomplish their task. I want you to see now on the screen of your mind, as in front of you, you've been seeing a gray color screen. Now the screen begins to move backwards away from you. And you're becoming smaller and smaller, moving away from you. Smaller, smaller, really tiny, 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 till it completely disappears from your vision in front of you to the void. Take a deep breath from the nose, release from the mouth, and state out loud, I now completely let go.
I now completely let go
Of these old imprints
of these old imprints,
and all emotions and sensations associated with it
and all emotions associated with it,
in all aspects of time and all dimensions.
in all aspects of time and all dimensions.
All right. Now, as you stay there, okay, I want you to now create a new memory. As you are sitting there in the seat of the director, as you are the screenwriter and the director of your own life, there's a new screen appearing in front of you, and there will be a new movie now playing for you. And it will be a situation in the way you would have liked it to be, contrary to what was before. So I want you to now to visualize a very positive experience of how you would have liked things to have been. As now we are going to re-imprint a new memory, a new energetic, positive, sacred imprint in your matrix. So what's playing now?
I'm sitting on a, what does it call, schommel.
Bench?
No,
A
chair
swing?
that, yeah,
A
swing,
swing?
a swing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what's happening there?
My mother and father are pushing the
Yeah.
swing, and I'm sitting in it.
And how are you feeling?
I'm feeling joyful,
Mm-hmm.
and I see, yeah, children playing around the swing that I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
and the sun is shining on me, and yeah, I'm very happy.
Okay. I'm activating the activation code and the regeneration codes with the energies of the 10th ray. It's a pearlescent white gold light entering your solar plexus, multiplying, spreading out throughout your 4 bodies as we are regenerating now the new memory and the new emotions and sensations associated with this new memory. Stay within this memory. In addition, I want you to feel being totally loved, accepted.
Thanks.
Parents are proud of you. You are the popular kid in the block. Everybody wants to play with you. You feel how special you are. You are accepted exactly as you are. You feel confident. You don't need to prove yourself to anybody because everybody accepts you as you are. We activate these new imprints into your being, and we ask that these imprints remain there as your new memories of past, present, and future. Please state out loud, I now allow this new sacred imprint
I now allow this new sacred imprint
and all emotions and sensations
and all emotions and sensations
associated with it
associated with it
to be activated in my energy field
to be activated in my energy field
in all aspects of time and all dimensions.
in all aspects of time and all dimensions.
I'm activating the balance code with the energies of the 11th ray. The balance code will allow the new coding to be in balance with the rest of the coding into your matrix and DNA. I send it to you, multiplying throughout your 4 bodies. And I'm activating The harmony code with the energies of the 12th ray, upper gold light entering your being. The harmony code will assist in the harmonious existence of everything connected with your being. And I call the energies of the Holy Spirit as I'm going to seal now the new structure in all your 4 bodies. I'm sealing your physical body, your etheric body, your emotional body, and your mental body. And we ask that the structure remains till further guidance and given. And I want you to feel the earth beneath your feet, the seed beneath your body, as these connect you and ground you deep within the earth, as you are a child of the earth and a child of the skies, both energies uniting into your sacred heart in your here moment. Take a deep breath in with the nose, exhale slowly from the mouth, and release. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Just give me a second. Okay. How are you now? How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's I feel the sensations in my body, and my in my head I feel the inner sounds to do do do, so like that.
Okay. Is it a pleasant feeling?
Yes, I feel
Okay.
yes.
So let's experiment a little bit. When you try to go back to the old memory, what happens?
I straight go back to the swing.
Excellent. Well done, Georgia. We took a bit of time in getting into the emotions and frankly into everybody who is listening. It's not an uncommon thing for people to have difficulty in accessing the real emotions behind a situation, as we have concealed them because we don't want to. It's a subconscious, of course, subconsciously this happened. We don't want to continuously experiencing the aching of these emotions, and that's one of major aspect in these sessions, and that's why the actual technique doesn't take that long. What takes long is really be able to pinpoint the situation. So well done you. As I always say, I create the space, the healer is you. So well done, and thank you again for your courage in coming up live and do that. I want to ask everyone who is listening also, have they followed the technique, and have they experienced any shifts, or do they want to ask anything, me or even Georgia? I know there is a delay between me speaking and you receiving, and then I have to wait till you arrive. I would be very much interested to hear everybody's experience. Again, as I said, these sessions normally take 60 to 90 minutes. There's more into it. So it did take a little bit longer than expected, this session, but I'm sure everybody benefited from that. And if you were able to follow the process, you would also benefited. And if it would be of your interest to have a personal experience with the Matrix Regeneration Technique, I will give a link. You can get more details about it. Let me grab the link. Or even if you want to book a session. So I welcome any of your comments. Says, thank you both for this session. I'm grateful I was able to assist in the process. Brilliant. Yes, and that's true. That's the power of the group, that the energies of everyone is assisting everybody else. Now we'll give the link here as well. Okay. So because it took almost an hour to do, I know Shai has been patiently waiting here to come in. So what I will do, is I will help you identify the issue, Shai, if that's okay, and the emotions of it. We won't do a full session. Perhaps you can be notified next time next time I do this, because I will be doing regularly these mini sessions. You can come in for the healing session. Is that okay with you? Hi, Shai.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
All
Hi.
right. All right. So all right. So let me help you then with that. Then do you have something specifically that you're ready to free yourself from?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I was molested as a child, and by me being molested, um, a lot of that came up. I was tormented by demons all through my childhood and through my whole life. So, and a lot of that has came up. A lot of it.
So what has been you followed the I could glimpse you because I could see you in the camera. You followed the process. So have you experienced any shift on that?
Yes. Yes. It's very angelic.
Good.
Very, very angelic. This is real. Very real. You're very good at what you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I did say don't go in the heavy load, because this is what you're telling me is really, really heavy load. You know
It
yourself,
is.
right? But I guess
It
you
is.
wanted really
I
to
want to get
work on
rid of
this.
it because it's not good. It's not.
It's
It's not
not
good to
good.
hold on
No,
to hold on to it. So,
it's
and it
just
doesn't serve
because
me.
um I mean, it's not that it is impossible. Within one session, one can have really the breakthrough. It's so much because it's how much your soul allows things to happen,
Hmm.
right? And is ready for.
Yeah, and it was ready
So
for.
it's not that it's not impossible that within one session you can have the big breakthrough. But usually when we go for this heavy load, there are so many memories and emotions associated with that, and people associated with that. Sometimes we need more than one session to tackle everything, because it's
Yeah.
the layers of the onion, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're welcome, Georgia. So okay, so you worked on that when you were following the process.
Yes.
So you released a lot.
Yes. A lot came up. A lot.
What still remains? What is that which you think you still needs to work on?
Well, I'm a twin, so I know that basically that my twin is suffering from it too.
When you say twin, physical twin, or are you talking about the twin flames?
Twinkling.
Okay. Okay, it's a
I
very
know that he.
sensitive topic, and I have
Yeah.
some opinions about that. I have been in the twin flame journey as well, so it's something that I've been following for the last few years. And if you go to you have come through my YouTube channel, right? Which most
Yes.
people are from Facebook. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I have twin flame stuff, some meditations and healings there. If you haven't seen,
Hmm.
go and check. So I have specific situations about that, but don't forget one thing that needs to be very clear. I don't know from which knowledge or background you come from the twin flame. I do not believe into the concept that you are half.
No, we
You're
are whole.
not. You're not half. You are whole,
Yeah.
and your twin flame has his own, I will say he, right? Because it's a
It is
he,
a he.
right?
Mhm.
But yeah. So it's not always a he, but your twin flame, he has his own journey to go through.
Yes, he does.
And obviously there is a connection, and there is an influence, and there is a effect, but your journey to wholeness is completely different from his journey to
Yes, it is.
wholeness.
It is. And I'm just not realizing that. I didn't realize that before, but I realized that about maybe 2, 3 years ago. I didn't realize that at first because I was wondering, like, okay, why am I? Because I used to always feel like I'm so alone with everything. And I guess that was a part of my journey and part of me going through what I was going through. So yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
I
You're
mean,
correct.
many people feel that, and that's why we're always looking to find our completion somewhere else, and we think we need a, they feed us also with that, right? Even the
Yeah,
people that
they
don't
do.
know about twin flame, or your other half, your better half, right? It's like these are expressions that we've been brought up with. So we
Right.
think that we have to find someone else to make uh, make us whole. Okay, you don't need your twin flame to feel whole. He's not
No,
your
you don't.
other half. It just you're part of the same soul energy, basically. That's
That is
about it.
correct.
And the twin flame journey is basically why it was very important, is that when both twins reach to the 5D ascension level, then the relationship is beautiful, and then they
Beautiful.
have a work to do for the humanity, right?
Correct.
That's it. um so I always say, like, if at this moment my twin is BB all, is an all,
Yeah.
okay, or if my twin in this birth, of course, everything perfectly orchestrated, and we have made the divine plan before birth. If he has come in this birth to play the narcissist on me, and he is not willing to change, he's not able or willing to drop the narcissistic templates, I'm
Hmm.
sorry, you move on. You move
Okay.
on, right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
maybe I there is a concept that we don't have only one twin. There's a concept that we have, some say 7 twins, some say 12 twins. There is one twin ray, but that the twin ray, that's only one, and that's the highest connection of all,
Of
right?
all, yes.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily someone that also has come down. Maybe he's up, not incarnated, that is, and only us
Nope.
incarnated,
Only spirit.
right? But I want you also to also understand, because I feel so bad, because and I went through this, okay, from
Oh
experience
my
I'm
God.
talking.
It's
we
amazing.
are
It's
so
different.
we are so hung up on the twin flame aspect that we forget that we have had thousands of incarnations of this planet. We have had thousands of beloveds, and there were soulmates. So there are soulmates out there who at this present moment are a better match for our well-being and personal and spiritual growth
Right.
than our twin.
That is
So
correct.
you're not here to continue suffering because your twin is a narcissist.
That's true.
All right. So,
I used to think that at first. I used to think like, okay,
oh,
what if
I
he's got
know, and
twins?
so
And I
many.
used to think that all the time because basically I've been through it a lot. I've been through this for 20 years. So it's like it's not a little thing that I've been just dealing with here just for a little while. I've been going through this for 20 years.
Oh, same here, my darling. Yeah, but there is a time that that shift needs to take place, and
Yeah.
you as an individual consciousness, you have come to live your best life ever
Mm-hmm.
and reach your ascension. Now, if he wants to follow, fine. If he's not ready to follow, I love
I
you.
believe he is. I can feel he is. Because I can feel his emotions all the time. I can feel his frustration. We're twins. I can feel when he's having sex. I can feel everything. Everything. Every single
Well,
thing.
I would cut some cords there. You don't have
I
to
want
feel.
to. I want to.
Cut some cords there. Anyhow, back to the original thing. So, of course, whatever you experience in the childhood is quite severe. I mean, what's still hanging on to you? Because I say I want to help you clarify a few things. But I think I helped you. I helped you clarify a little bit. I'm hoping about the twin
Yeah,
flame
you have.
thing.
You have. You have. Um, just a little bit of some emotion there left. You know, there. It's like the memory and the anger and all that is. I released that already. I released that with you. So
So
I
what
don't think
remains?
um a little bit of emotion left. A little bit of emotion, that basically that's there that
Can you pick up a memory that when you think about it, you can still feel triggered?
I used to always ask myself why this happened to me, why did I have to go through this? Um, what's going on with that? Why did this, that, well, why did this happen to me? Why did I have to go through this just for
Do
this
you
experience?
have you answered that why?
Yes.
Good. So what remains there? Give me a memory. Find a memory. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable sharing it in public, you can
That's all right.
generally.
That's
Okay,
fine.
give me the scene.
The memory of it is that basically that when I was going through what I was going through, I didn't know that basically that it was an experience for me to go through to make me stronger, make me whole as a like being and as a individual at
Okay,
first.
so this is like the positive lesson that has come out from it.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's the pain from it?
The pain from it is basically just being taken advantage of, being that innocent child, not knowing basically my innocence of are being taken away from me. That that part.
And how does that make you feel?
It made me feel very angry. It made me feel lesser than all that. But now I didn't came to full circle and knowing that basically that what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Because basically by me going through it, I had anger there that was just festering and that made me feel like I just was angry at the world. But
Okay,
I know that
but
basically that
that
go
still
ahead.
remains. Now go find a memory for me. Childhood memory, being molested, taken advantage of.
Um yeah. I hate going there, but yeah.
You
Um,
found one? Just found
yes, I
one.
did. hmm There is one that when I said no and it kept on festering on and kept on going on, and I kept
So is
saying no.
are you talking about now sexual abuse?
Yes, yes.
Okay. How old were you?
I was 12,
Okay. Who was it?
my brother.
Close your eyes.
hmm
Go back to the memory. What's happening? If you feel comfortable to describe, otherwise don't. So he's
Okay,
sexually
yeah, he sexually harassing me, but I know that basically that this is a demon that manifests itself on him
okay.
to make.
This is your logical mind now. I want you to leave your mind, drop from your mind deep in your heart. Dive
Okay.
into your heart. I want you to. I know intellectually you know, but I want you to feel. What is your younger self feeling when this is happening?
Hurt, pain, anger, frustration, because my innocence is being taken away. It's not given. It's being taken. It's
Okay.
being forced. It's being forced forcibly taken away from me. And it
So
made me feel
abuse.
very, yes, and it
Yeah.
made me feel angry. It made me feel hurt.
Yeah.
It made me feel used, less
Yeah.
than. My
Yeah.
emotions was at its peak, and I lived that for a long time. I went to therapy for that, and
What
I
about
was
shame?
I was very ashamed. I was ashamed of
Yeah.
my family. I was ashamed of because my family lineage that I was born into has been going through this for centuries. Yeah.
Okay. So there's some ancestral karma there as well.
Hmm.
Then. So you're carrying that also.
Yes.
Okay. So fear?
It used to be. I don't fear anything anymore now. I used to
Not
fear
now,
a
but
lot.
she was she?
She was very fearful. She was fearful because
Yeah,
basically they
she.
put, yeah, she
Hmm.
was very fearful because basically they told her if she doesn't do this and do that, um, they'll say this and say that, and they wouldn't believe me and all this and that. It was a lot of manipulation, all of that. Yeah.
Okay. So you felt humiliated,
Yes, I was very much so.
blaming,
Yes.
blame,
Yes, ma'am.
betrayed,
Yes, ma'am.
helpless and
Yes.
hopeless,
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
frustration,
Very much so. Yes.
bitterness,
Yes.
unsupported,
Yes. Throughout my whole life.
rejected,
Yes.
despair,
Yes.
anxious,
Yes.
abandoned.
Oh, yes.
Felt as a failure.
Yes. I felt like that all the time.
You've got the whole enchilada, my darling.
Yeah.
Any other? Did you feel guilty?
I felt guilty for letting it happen. Yes, I did.
Do you feel resentment,
Very much so.
hatred?
Yes. I felt hatred towards my brother, towards the
Hmm.
situation, every single thing. It was a very, very painful experience. Yes. And it wasn't just from him because he started having my cousin, my middle cousin, join with him. So yes, it was double.
Right. Take a deep breath here. So you see now how when you first, because we tend to intellectualize things and see things from the logical point of view and the adult mind. You just told me in the beginning, taking advantage, your innocence taken away, being angry. But then when we dived in, you see now how many emotions that have come up.
Yep.
So all this we need to clear. I will try to do for you, because I don't want to just leave you with that. I will do something very quickly. I won't do the whole thing. I will activate the deactivation code. I want you to go and visualize what we do. You are in the you are okay. Mumbly. You are in the cinema hall. sitting front row, big screen in front, movie start playing. You see that specific thing with your brother, you are just sitting there doing your own thing. And he comes and he starts his own thing.
Yeah.
You feel disgust?
Yes, I do.
And that's what the expression that there has come. All right. So you're watching this, and your younger self is feeling all these emotions. You're being taken advantage, used, abused, hurt, the pain, the anger, the frustration, the shame, the fear, the humiliation, and all that. She's feeling all that with these actions. Okay, where do you feel all these emotions in your body?
All over my body.
Okay, give it a color.
White.
The negative emotions, you give it white?
No, it's dark.
Yeah. What color is that?
Black.
All right. I want you to see yourself in the screen of your mind. You're getting up from your seat. You're approaching the cinema screen. You're entering. As the screen becomes a portal, you're entering into the past memory. Everything else is frozen besides your younger self. She has already seen you, so she knows you. She's feeling all these emotions. She sees you.
Yes.
She understands who you are.
Yes.
What is her reaction?
Pain. Hurt.
What is her reaction seeing you?
A little bit happy, but kind of sad.
Why is that?
We haven't been in front of each other like this in a while. It's been a long time.
Okay. Go and apologize that you took so long.
Because I was just being looked at and just
Whatever your younger self needs, what does she need right now?
comfort.
Give her that. How would she experience comfort from you?
A hug.
Give her a hug. I don't think she had anybody else to confide all this, so let her tell you her pain or what's happening. Because I don't think am I picking up that correctly? She didn't have anybody to talk to about all this.
No, she didn't.
So she can tell you all about it. Let her do that now. Quickly. Make her feel heard. That she's being heard. That she's not being neglected or abandoned. Give your full attention. Tell her that you care. You will support her. You're sorry for what she's experiencing. But she will come through it. She will develop as a strong and confident woman. tell her that?
Yes, and she said she felt abandoned by everybody and everything.
She feel what?
She felt abandoned by everything and everyone and everybody.
Is she feeling better now that the things that
Yes.
she has told you and you told her?
Yes.
Take her to her safe, happy place. Tell her that she will get through this. That you love her, support her. It is not her fault. She should not blame herself. And you will never, ever allow anyone to mistreat her again. In any aspects of time and in any dimension. I activate the deactivation code and I deactivate all this imprint. Leave the scene, step out from the portal, go and sit back to your seat. The screen is frozen, it's black and white, it's blurring to one color. Single color, white or black. We are deactivating this old imprint and all emotions and sensations associated with it in all aspects of time in all dimensions. We're deactivating from the neural network of the brain, from the subconscious mind. We release, resolve, dissolve all the emotions. We release the emotions, the pain, the anger, the frustration, the humiliation, the blame, the shame, the betrayal, the helplessness, hopelessness, the frustration, the bitterness, being unsupported, the despair, the anxiousness, rejection, abandonment, neglect, the failure, the guilt, the resentment, the hatred, the disgust. We release that all from your energy matrix in all the four bodies. I activate the cancellation codes with the energies of the ninth ray. Yeah, cancellation code for all four bodies entering your being. Your solar plexus multiplying, spreading throughout your four bodies. As we canceling this memory and all the memories associated with it, all emotions associated with it, all beliefs associated with it. Let go. Breathe in. It's time to release everything and anything that doesn't serve your highest and greatest good. In the screen of your mind now, as everything has frozen, everything is one color. Is it white or black?
Black.
Good. Now it's starting to, the screen move backwards away from you as we are releasing now this memory. Backwards, becoming smaller, smaller, tiny, smaller, tiny, 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 completely disappears to the void from in front of you. Canceling these old imprints from your matrix cells and DNA, the neural network of your brain with the old programming of the subconscious, and releases the trapped energy from your body. We are releasing any physical or emotional sensations and any colors associated from it. Take a deep breath. And state, I'm now completely letting go of this old imprint.
I'm now completely let go to all of this.
Imprint.
Imprint.
And all emotions and sensations associated with it.
And all the emotions and sensations with it.
From all aspects of time and all dimensions.
From all aspects of dimensions and time.
Okay. All right. So for the old memory, I ask the new memory, ask the activation and regeneration code to be activated into your being to activate the new memory. Now, let's create the new memory. New screen in front of you. Brand new screen. You are the screenwriter and director of your own story. We're going to rewrite your Akashic records. Describe how would you would have liked things to be.
Describe now.
I was going to let you do it yourself, but Spirit is pushing me. I can't leave you half. I can't leave you half. Right,
Okay.
go on then. Give me the positive now imprint.
I just want to be happy. I want to be happy with my twin. That's it.
I want to see your younger self with your family.
That too.
And with your brother.
That too. I haven't seen my brother in over 7-8 years. I don't even know where he is.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
For whatever traumas he needs to resolve from the things he has done. But we forgive him because we understand it was a sacred contract.
Mm-hmm.
And that you agreed for it to take place so that you both learn some valuable lessons. But now let go all of these, and now in your memory, you are a young child.
Yes.
And you feel happy and safe.
Yes.
And you feel your innocence. You feel supported and loved from your siblings, from your parents, extended family in your society.
Yes.
We break away the ancestral karma. I'm activating the deactivation code of for the ancestral karma on you, and we're cutting the cords for any unhealthy behaviors, attitudes, or actions that you carry forward from your ancestors. And we are freeing you and them and your future generations. And now you are free to be yourself. I want you to feel yourself being free to be yourself. That you are worthy and deserve the best. I want you to feel that. See it. Feel it. You accept and love yourself completely as you are. And as you accept and love and support yourself, you attract the same from your surroundings. You are happy and joyous. You are able to see, acknowledge your skills and your talents and the beauty that you hold within you. You are strong, resilient, and confident. Feel it.
Yes.
You take no crap from no one. Excuse my language.
Quite all right.
No.
Yes.
No. No SHIT from anyone.
No.
You know your value.
Yes.
And you accept nothing less. We are activating this into your being. The love, the support, the acknowledgement, the encouragement, the inspiration, the fulfillment, the wholeness. Take a deep breath. State out loud. I now accept the new sacred imprint into my being.
The new sacred imprint in my being.
And I release everything and anything.
I'll release everything and anything
that doesn't serve my highest and greatest good.
That doesn't serve my highest, greatest, and good.
And so it is.
And so it is. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Deep stuff there, huh? How
yeah,
are you feeling?
good.
The codes will continue and the energies will continue to work for a long time. And that has been the command, the instruction, hours, days, perhaps weeks. And the shifts will, hopefully the positive shifts will continue. How are you feeling now with the whole situation?
Better, better. And I can feel I felt everything that you were saying, everything, the emotions, they're coming off of me, all of everything. I can feel it.
So when you try to go back to that old memory, what happens?
It's not there anymore.
Cool. Well done, Shai.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Where are you based, Shai? Where are you from?
Minnesota.
The USA. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you for this.
Oh, you're welcome. Maricus is beautiful. Hans is powerful. Cool. Thank you guys so much. I hope everyone who was also following and listening received shifts. So let me know if you have received shifts, experienced shifts through
I
this
feel a big shift.
session. You feel?
I do. I feel shifts because it's like it was never there.
Excellent. And that's what
amazing.
the intent is. Yeah. So this is Matrix Regeneration Technique. This is a fairly new energy healing modality. It's based on the new energies that have come through in the recent years, and it was given from Spirit as a gift to all of us to have quick energetic shifts. Thank you so much to Shai and to Georgia that have come up, and in the hot spot, there's a reason why they call it the hot spot. And I hope that you guys have also experienced shifts.
And thank you.
Thank you. So Moses, thank you both. Shai, thank you for your courage and for clearing. Sending you both so much love and gratitude. My heart is filled with joy that you were able to clear so much. Thank you, Dean. I felt a whole lot elevate off my shoulders to a shift in perspective on the self. Yes, a powerful support blessing. That is fantastic, Mo. Thank you so much for sharing, and everyone who has been attending here live. Nice to meet with you, Shai. I guess are you a my YouTube subscriber?
Yes, I'm one of your subscribers.
So find me on Facebook as well. Same name, Dina. You'll find me from Dina Sadorino and connect with me there. So, guys, beautiful experience. I'm thrilled to see the shifts in everybody. And I hope to catch up with you in another live. If you're watching this in the replay, still do let me know your experiences from this session. Have a lovely Sunday, new week. Tomorrow I will come and share the message for the coming week and divine guidance and energy update.
Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you, Shai. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye for now.